Hello, Paiwan, and thank you for being here again. You chose the king archetype. Now, even though this looks more like the fanciest, trust me, not everyone chose this pile because not everyone wants to be a king. Now, it looks good in title. It's a weight of responsibility on your shoulder, but maybe sometimes, even though you know that when everything is in chaos, you seem to be the one to be able to find a solution, to gather control of things, because the king archetype works a lot with control. Now, this can be to its benefits, and this can also be to its own downfall. Now, when it comes to control, if this card resonated with you, you are going to continue to take charge. Now, the level at which you're going to take charge, what you're going to take charge of, is a bit different along your path. And that's one of the things we are going to deep dive into the reading. Now, because I do not read future energy, I read energy that exists now and can take any form in future. Just understand that I won't be so specific. However, you know more than I know with regards to your own life. So ask your spirit guide. They will teach you. Now, when I got this denial and this deception, what I pick is recently you are aware of this ability to take charge, to lead, but for some reason it's caused some issues in the past where some people envy you. That's what I would say. You don't think it is, but let me tell you something about the king. People get envious of the position, but they are not able to do what you're doing. So they may say, oh, you're too controlling, too controlling. What if they were in the same position? Well, they have nothing else to do than what you've done. Now, I need you to forgive yourself for the times where you may have misused your power, because you see, this role, being a king, so to say, when I say king, I don't know, you may not be a king in title. I mean, of having to be the one to take control of life, take control of, put things in order in your family, put things in order, even in your mind. That's a territory. It could be at work, it could be in a place of leadership at work. If you've seen that you made a mistake and people tend to blame you, and because of that you're like, you know what, I'm going to just avoid this entirely. I don't want to get involved in this. You're trying to suppress this archetype in you. This archetype is not going to be suppressed. It's going to either express itself somewhere you do not want it to express itself exceedingly. But learn to accept this is who you are. Now, when I channeled this card, the first thing I saw was a student, a boy with his friends. They were playing football, but the boy wasn't playing football. Now, it just came to me that maybe the boy was like a coach, or was more of a cheerleader or something, and was giving more advice that will actually help them. Maybe you saw yourself telling them, oh, watch out, and that's actually what made those boys win. It's not because some people will tell you that, well, you were not in the field, so you don't get to take the glory or the victory. Well, you did a lot. So the fact that you're not in there does not mean that you should deny yourself of that victory. Now, this thing is something you've been born with, because usually kings are born with royalty. It's different from emperors like Napoleon that can rise to become an emperor. It's something you can't stop this about yourself. And you need to see yourself as you are. Also, whenever you get resistance, you need to try to see the true picture. Take responsibility for your own part, but also understand that at this level, you are prone to get a lot of haters. So Try to see things very, very clearly. Deep dive into the truths. Yes, and where you don't need, see, this at this level, most kings end up being brutal. They behead their subjects because they see that not everyone is for them, and in order for them to continue, they have to learn to cut people off. Don't behead them, please. Don't behead them. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, don't let every energy get to you. Return energy that doesn't relate to you, that isn't good for you. Learn to delete. See clearly. Especially, you see, who are you deleting? The conspiracy theorists, the people that will find a way to always counteract you. You can't stop them from being who they are, but you can protect your own energy. Now, these people are to me like the fool, not the court jesters. Those are always for the king. Like the fool energy. They laugh at what you do, and then they say, at the end of the day, they say you take things too seriously. I do think you're not going to find yourself. Think around, look around and see who is around you that has that energy of the jester, who always makes fun about everything, in a way makes fun about it, but is trying to indirectly affect the person. And then when you do take it serious, they say, oh, come on, you're such a bore. I was only joking. You better be careful. This is I'm picking this energy coming up very closely. If it's not somebody you've experienced, it's something that you're going to experience very soon. Just protect your energy. You can't change them from being who they are. Now, I'm feeling a bit. I just went through an upgrade, so I am really physically not. Yes. Yeah. And then I saw this at that. This is exactly what I'm saying. You're going to have to be firm to people who just have a way of celebrating someone else's heartache. You're going to have to be this queen of sword. Speak your truths. Speak your truths. You may have to cut them off along your journey. I think this is the lesson that Spirit wants you to have, to get, because you being a king, you are tending to want to please everyone. You can't please everyone. I'm sorry to break this to you. You can't. And you will learn to have to cut off some people. Learn to break their heart, or else they will break your heart. It's going to be sad that you're going to make this decision, but you have to, for where you're going to. Where you're going to, you can't afford to have everyone go with you. No, I'm going to pick that. I'm sorry, as my cards, they tend to. Okay, what are you doing here? Let's see what he has to say. Yeah, you can't avoid making those decisions. You can't run away from it. You're a king. It's like a burden of responsibility that has been put on you to make a decision. It's the weight. It's the weight. It's the weight, yes. Although it is really important that while you do this, you are patient with them a bit, I do think that, yeah, because before a king makes a decision, he has to look at two sides of the truth. And that's where it's also very important. Maybe some of you are actually showing the extreme. And there might be need to plan well before deleting. So that's how we balance this. Because, you see, when you're at this, you have this archetype very strongly with you. It's a very thin line between running mad, the king, the mad king, and the objective king that is firm and is not displaced. Now, trust me, I don't always like, to be in this position, but life just has a way of giving us this in life. Yeah. So, and you'd see whatever decisions you make in the past, in the future, just learn to forgive yourself and move on. Everything is a learning for you. It's a learning period for you, and you're going to be better. You're going to be better. Let me pick. Oh. One thing I'm picking is there's a need for you to find close acquaintances. Now, I'm not having reverses, but I'll just take note of it. Yeah. The Queen of Pentacles. Reverse. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's why it came out. So you do really need friends. Now, is there a lack of trust kind of mentality that you have because of the past? Because you've been deceived before in the past. You've had to let go of some friends. And now there's this fear that when people are really for you, when people are around you, they may have ulterior motives. Yeah, I do feel that. That's something that has been working with you. Your angels are committed to bringing the right people to you. For now, you might feel alone, but now that you started working more closely with spirit, the reason why you are alone is because not just everyone will need to be in your circle. And instead of putting you through the journey of meeting people that are false, breaking your heart, and going through this circle over and over and over, what spirit is just doing now is helping you look inward. The same chain of events is happening, but this time it's not taking your mental efforts. In divine timing, you're going to be connected with your own tribe. So if you are asking, okay, yes, I don't want to be alone, but the people around me are not genuine, well, Spirit is saying it's just a matter of time. You have two options. You can continue the rat race and still, maybe, for example, it's going to be in August 16th that you're going to meet a soul tribe or your soulmates. You could go and actually, it's up to you. None of the choice is a bad choice. You could keep going online, meeting people, getting heartbroken, or you could use this time to determine exactly what you want and mentally become better. Because you can learn inwardly, you can learn outwardly. They are both effective ways. And join spirit in working together with you to create who you are supposed to be. It's more like, now, see, I saw this. It's more like now, while you think that you're left out all alone, you have your angels working together to repair you, to work on you, so that you can come in. You're no longer left out in the cold anymore. So don't think this time something has escaped you. No. A king does not rule alone, remember. He rules with his subjects. He rules with his queen by his side. He rules with his court mates. Courts, yeah. I'm sure people that watch medieval movies would know the word too. I like them though, but for some reason I just don't have the words right now. So let's pick this. Let's see. Oh my God! Before this, I know I want something to just like show me exactly what's coming up for you. What's coming up for you? La la la. Oh, this is the typical king vibe. It's more like people wondering, how are you able to do this? How are you able to get your life together? We've always thought we were victims and that there's only one part that is our destiny, to be eaten as a sanding. But yeah, you are walking. Oh my God, how do you do this? Just keep doing what you're doing, because what you're doing, keep being leading your life, controlling your life, making these decisions that are going to work for you. Keep coordinating, because look, this is what you were born to do. You're born to create order. Now, if this is probably telling them what to do, give order to your life. Actually, I do think this is something like your spirit team is saying in meditation, you are free to ask them to do things. You're a king. This is how your life is going to be transformed in a way that people are going to wonder how. Look, their hands are on their head, their eyes, and their mouth. They're like, oh, I'm just going to pretend I can't see this. Oh, I'm going to pretend we can't hear this. Oh my God, what are we going to say? This is where you're meant to be. This is where you're meant to be. Look at you. Look at you. This is royalty. This is somebody that knows what she wants. Her eyes is set on a target. And yet she is about to use raise her bow of love. Oh my God. Now, I got two messages for this. This is speaking to someone who has felt like he has been heartbroken, or she has been heartbroken, and she's ruling this empire alone. This is saying that love is coming. Yes, this is for that person, because now, for that person, this is saying that you may think that you've lost something, and you as a king have been deceived a couple of times by people who you have thought should be beside you, and now you are ruling alone. You're unhappy, you're disappointed, heartbroken, but you've had to say your truth because you know what you want. And Spirit is saying divine timing is important. Use this opportunity as a time to learn about yourself. Use this opportunity as a time to set your goals in place. Spirit is saying love is coming. You're not going to rule alone. You're not going to rule alone. You're not going to rule alone. One more, Spirit. One more for this person. The pieces of the puzzle is finally going to be put together. This is a music that is about to make sense. You can see they are all playing music, and just a little while it's going to fit in. And it's going to be like you're going to come together with people that are like you. They sing the same melody. Are you the director? Ooh, goosebumps. Oh, I love this. I love this. I love this. This is beautiful. Spirit, what do you have to say? What advice do you have to say to this? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I love this. It says, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. What? This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Now, this is exactly what we are saying. You don't have to do this alone. Your soul family. Look at this. Now, let's read this from this entire reading. The king, enlightened, benevolent leader, benefiting those in your charge. However, this king feels deceived. There is a situation that you're refusing to see clearly. Living in denial can create false scenarios to see things that are not accurate. Have the courage and discernment to dig deep into the truth or the situation. Now, you feel deceived, but Spirit is saying you're not seeing the true picture of this. Now, recently, you may have had some runaways, situations where you felt at loss, that some problems, some people kept secrets from you, and you just had no choice but to cut them off because you just discovered some things, so to say. And it's like the return receipts. Now, you need to understand that everything is still part of the divine plan. The divine plan. This heartache is going to qualify you for celebration. Because even though you are feeling insecure, feeling like there is conflict, feeling like you don't trust other people's intention, Spirit is saying, understand divine timing. True love is coming. The people that are for you are coming, but it's also important for you to have a target. Oh, awesome. I didn't know when this fell off anyway. Anyway, we'll check that too. Because everything will be put together later. You're not forgotten. You're not left alone like the hermits. Actually, this is just a time for you to look inward while Spirit is working this out, putting these pieces together. Now, have you noticed putting pieces together? Putting the pieces together. You are not alone. During this time, you're going to learn a lot of things that is going to be important. And the message is, your soul family is coming. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. And I also saw this. I don't know how I missed this. Play. Have fun. Celebrate. Don't be too serious. I think I said this in the beginning. That maybe you are a bit too serious. Is that you? I think so. Yes, that was the king. Yeah. So, what is it that you love? I think this is, yes. And that's why this came. What lights you up? That's where you can learn to enjoy and have some play. If you start to do this, you're going to draw in your soul family. You're going to draw in those supports. Now, I don't know what your soul family is. Now that I saw this, everything, there are no coincidences for me. Everything always confirms what Spirit is trying to say. Look, this is like 2 of cups, but 2 of wands. This is a more playful energy. Wow, this is beautiful. Now, before we end this reading, because I don't want to, I really love it. I'm really into this. Now I feel like being the king. Oh, okay. We are going to read some of the oracle cards because I feel that some of the weddings will relate with you. What card did we read? Was it the healing water? Or was it... Ah, okay. We got soul family. Ooh, first page. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. It's time to call in your soul family and support team. People who get you at a soul level. People who are the same kind of weird as you are. People who are your chosen family. They are coming and they are looking for you. If you haven't found them yet, this is a sign that they are close by. Soul family. But in order for them to find you and to recognize you when they do, it is important that you stop dimming your light. Stop dimming your light. Let yourself be seen. Just get ready to get out of this hermit mode, okay? If you've already found them, then you are being called to let them support you and perhaps also assemble a wider support team. Your support team can consist of all types of people, such as a therapist, coach, mentor, or healer. Tune into what kind of support you need right now. And you see, the king has a shadow in terms of the fact that they always want to do things by themselves. And this is the need to learn how to delegate. You can't do this by yourself. And now that I'm seeing this, and now I'm tending to see that, come on, you can help. Come on. You can't do this by yourself. Okay? Now let's have a look at have fun, celebrate, don't be serious. Although I do think these cards speak for themselves anyway. Play. Yeah. Stop taking life so seriously. Your spirit needs to have some fun. The more you play, the more inspiration will follow. Take some time out to do something without being attached to the outcome. You're being called to rest and play and learn to have some more fun. Do something that makes you laugh. The best medicine around. Call up a friend that you can be silly with. Take your inner child on a date. The more you switch off your mind, the more room your spirit has to whisper and guide. When we do things without being attached to the outcome, the ideas, the clarity, guidance, and solutions have the space to drop in. Okay. When we do things without being attached to the outcome, ideas, clarity, guidance, and solutions have the space to drop in. True. The left and the right hemispheres of the brain can begin talking to each other. Make play a compulsory part of your day. Schedule it. Spend more time doing things because you just love to do them, just because they bring you joy and light you up. If you follow what lights you up, you will light up the world without even trying. Oh my God, what lights you up? Haven't we forgotten? What lights you up? That's another card. Wow. Like, you will light up the world without even trying. For when you are lit up, you are in your spirit. And when you're in your spirit, you fall into the flow with life. How do you play? What do you do to have fun? What lights you up? If you've been working hard lately, it's time to celebrate how far you've come, all that you've achieved. Don't rush on to the next thing. Take a moment to throw a party, go on vacation, or just have some fun. Have some fun, play more, celebrate your achievement. Now, lastly, we are going to read this what lights you up. Though I don't think it's necessary because I feel like everything already said. Come on, have some fun. Do what you like. What lights you up? That's the star seed. Now some of you might resonate with being a star seed. Okay. Star seed. Now this one didn't just come up. Okay. Star seeds are souls with a double mission to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated in elsewhere beyond this planet. Many star seeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out and that there's something that they came here to do or to create or contribute. Now, if you've pulled this card, it's a confirmation that you're a star seed and that you're being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Now, once again, most star seeds find it hard to have meaningless conversation, jobs, and relationship. They innately know that there is much more to life and they feel that there is something more and they want to get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world and their unique presence. Star seeds are scattered all over the planet, in hospitals and schools, in slums and mansions, on stages and in edit suits, in parks, nightclubs, in taxis and theme parks. Many star seeds spend part of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of spiritual closet. If you are dimming your light to fit in, it's time to stop and start embracing the unique you. And that unique light that you came to share, and treat your time on earth like a glorious vacation. How can we say this? You are a king. You know you're here for something. Now, you don't have to be alone. You've been alone since you were little because people didn't get you. People didn't get you. They misunderstood you. They said you were so controlling. They said that you were too bossy. They got jealous of you. But that's not you. It's you. You don't have to accept other people's insecurities. Keep shining your light. You're not meant to be in this journey alone. There's a reason that you found this reading. First of all, you're meant to find your soul tribe. I'd also like you to connect with other members of your soul tribe by liking and subscribing and hitting the notification button as I share more readings related to this to help you in your unique journey. Thank you once again. And if you feel led to click on any of the supporting piles, you can. And I will catch you up then. Bye, and I love you. Thank you.